KEYC News Now to Go is sponsored by River's Edge Hospital and Clinic. People caring for people.
Moments like these make life worth living. River's Edge Hospital and Clinic is your partner in taking control of your own health. Take your steps towards a lasting tomorrow. River's Edge Hospital.
Hello and thanks for joining us for this Thursday edition of KEYC News Now to Go. I'm Jackson Jerk. In a few minutes, I'll be joined by First Alert meteorologist Caitlin Lohr to talk about a hazy and wildfire smoke-filled day and the rest of the weekend ahead. If you're heading to Ribfest in Mankato this week, there's a free shuttle to help get you there. Service will run Thursday through Sunday during peak festival hours. Drop-off and pickup locations include the Mayo Clinic Health System Event Center, Riverfront Drive and East Spring Street, South 2nd Street and East Hickory Street, and Cherry Street and Front Street. Shuttles will run approximately every 15 minutes. Free parking is also available in the Mankato Place, Civic Center, City Center, and Cherry Street ramps. We continue with state news. Governor Tim Walz declared yesterday, July 30th, Medicaid and Medicare Day, honoring the program's 60th anniversary by visiting a local hospital. Quinn Gorham reports.
I, Tim Walz, Governor of Minnesota, do hereby proclaim Wednesday, July 30th, 2025, Medicaid and Medicare Day.
A proclamation from Minnesota Governor Tim Walz celebrating 60 years of Medicaid and Medicare in Minnesota.
For 60 years, Medicaid has provided critical access, support, and services to people across our state. Medicaid is vital to Minnesota's health and is a cornerstone of our quality of life.
The proclamation comes at a politically charged time for the program. Earlier this month, H.R. 1 was signed into law at the federal level. The bill will drastically change the way Medicaid is handled nationwide, slashing spending, introducing new work requirements, and creating new reporting mandates.
We anticipate the number of people who will lose coverage, as the commissioner said, over time in Minnesota to be upwards of 140,000 people.
State Medicaid Director John Connolly had unveiled the expected impacts of the bill earlier this week. Connolly said the state's expected to lose $1.1 billion in funding over the next 4 years.
Adults with low incomes who do not have children will face new challenges on top of those they already experience. It will also pose challenges for the state budget.
Minnesota Management and Budget, or MMB, Commissioner Erin Campbell was also there. She explained that H.R. 1 as a whole is expected to make a huge dent in the state's bottom line.
Once it's fully implemented, the loss of federal funds will cost entities across the state of Minnesota a combined $2.5 billion per biennium, if not more.
It's unclear how the legislature will handle the expected cuts. State Republicans in St. Paul have largely been either very supportive or relatively quiet about proposed changes to federal policy. It's possible that where the DFL looks to pass state-level bills to offset changes to things like SNAP and Medicaid, Republicans will prioritize spending cuts in other areas. Several outstanding special elections mean the balance of power in the legislature is currently up in the air, but it's likely the DFL will hold the Senate and the House will continue to be tied. Reporting in St. Paul, I'm Quinn Gorham.
At home, over 60 people who were living in the Homestead apartments have received notice that their lease has been terminated due to flood damage. Our Randall Gims shows us how others are reaching out to help.
There are more than 60 people who are in the same situation as Charla Hart. They came to the Homestead Apartments leasing office to get help after 38 apartments were flooded during a storm last Wednesday.
To start over again, with furniture and just mental and physical, it's hard. It's hard to just take in, but I just smile just to keep it going.
Hart and the other tenants affected by the flood received a notice Tuesday their lease would be ending on August 4th.
And after that, basically, I was on my own. Either go to my renter's insurance or they were going to provide us with shelter, like a homeless shelter.
Some of these tenants might need temporary shelter as they look for new housing. But Joel Hollerick with the Southwest Minnesota Housing Partnership says they will find long-term solutions.
They're not renters, they're not tenants, they're all people, and you can't just say, hey, good luck, and we'll see you later. You got to take care of people.
The American Red Cross, Partners for Housing, and several other entities came to the aid of these tenants for whatever they may need during this time.
Everybody who's going through a disaster, it's their worst day. So we don't try to compare it to somebody else's or a major disaster because they've lost things that are really important to them.
Dumpsters for damaged furnishings, totes, boxes, food, and temporary housing are all being provided for these tenants. And Hart is optimistic that she will be able to bounce back.
I've been getting a lot of help with the resources and just kind of waiting. It's a waiting game. She said once they put everything in, it's just a waiting game.
In Mankato, Randall Gim, KEYC News Now.
Switching gears, taking a look at the forecast now. We've got a lot of smoke out there, more than we had and dealt with yesterday. As we take a look at the futurecast for surface smoke, we'll see times of the day where it might not be as thick, but overall we are going to be dealing with that thick smoke, especially through the afternoon hours and into the overnight hours. Again, we'll have a few times of the night where we might see a little bit better visibility or things like that, but overall we're still going to be dealing with that thick smoke, leading to unhealthy conditions regardless of if you have underlying health conditions or not. In fact, today's air quality forecast is going to be red for nearly 95% of the state of Minnesota. You can see a couple of counties up in the purple area there in northeastern Minnesota, which just means it's unhealthy, very unhealthy for everybody. And those people in those areas should remain indoors at all costs if possible today. Now in the red zone, which is 95% of the state, including here in southern Minnesota, that is unhealthy for everybody. Like I said, that doesn't mean that if you are considered healthy overall, you're A-okay. That's not the case. Even if you're healthy overall, you can find the feelings of the effects of this wildfire smoke in the area. Maybe a headache, maybe it feels like some sinus issues, or maybe you're stuffy, you've got allergies type reactions going on, maybe you're feeling fatigue or you can't get that full deep breath in. All of these could be related to that wildfire smoke, including maybe a scratchy dryness feeling in your mouth or throat. All of these are effects of wildfire smoke, whether you're inside or outside, but we need to make sure we're limiting our time outside. And anybody that partakes in physical activity outside, whether it's in the morning, afternoon, or evening, should move that activity inside. If you're itching to get outside because temperatures are going to be great, then just sit out there, enjoy the sun for a little bit, not too long. You don't want to be breathing in that smoke for too long, but you can still get out there and then take breaks by going inside to kind of breathe in that cleaner air. If you have pets, make sure that your pets have clean water throughout the day by switching that water out and providing your pet with fresh water if and when they are outside. Just a reminder that this air quality alert is expected to stay in effect through 5 p.m. Saturday afternoon. We are looking at a high of 76 degrees by this afternoon, but again, limit that time outside. I'm not saying you can't get outside. I'm just saying be smart about it. Take those breaks, just like you listen to your body when it's hot and humid. Listen to your body with the smoky conditions. We'll hold on to the hazy skies tonight with a low of 57 degrees by tomorrow morning. More mid-70s to enjoy from time to time tomorrow. And I say that because tomorrow's air quality forecast is still going to be in that red zone, which is unhealthy for everybody. The good news is these temperatures are not only pleasant while we're dealing with this smoke. We're going to hold on to pleasant temperatures throughout the extended forecast, anywhere in the mid-70s into the low 80s. Now, there's no rain chances up there, but do know that we are looking at a couple isolated chances here and there between Sunday and about Wednesday of next week.
We won't talk about it. We'll just look at the sunshine and the nice weather and the 80-ish or under days. We'll take that any day of the week.
Yeah, I'm loving this forecast. Even with a little bit of smoke right now, it's not the best, but it's going to get better.
Better than the humidity.
Oh, absolutely.
Tell you that much. Well, thank you very much, Caitlin, and thanks for watching this KEYC News Now to Go update. Stay with KEYC News Now for the latest local news, weather, and sports on our website.
And download the free KEYC News and weather apps for the latest headlines and forecast.